On this episode of the Bozo podcast, the boys celebrate spooky season. Nate plays horror games, and Dan makes fun of him. Welcome to the Bozo Show!
The Terror!
What are you talking about?
That's what I was trying to be like. I thought you were going to be like, oh, spooky.
Happy Halloween, Nathan!
Whoa!
Welcome back.
Dude, we've been full swing horror. Everything's scary. Everything's spooky.
Definitely have a lot to cover when it comes to the Halloween recordings we've been doing. It's Bozo podcast, Nathan.
Oh my God.
We haven't done an episode since, what, like June? Is that real?
Our 1 year anniversary?
Yeah, I think that might have been the last podcast we did. We were going to do these once a month, but it became more apparent that we should do them when there's something to talk about relevant to us. And that thing that's relevant to us is Spooky Month. It's Halloween. It's October. And me and Nathan have just spent the last month of September essentially just recording scary games, or at least like creepy sort of games. Mm-hmm. And it's going to get like better and better basically as the month goes on.
Oh, yeah.
So to start off, we went a little light, you know. Mm-hmm. We went with something that mixes horror for Halloween and something that we usually do, like roguelikes. And we did Inscription.
The horror roguelike video game.
Yeah, and I think, honestly, that game should be like a series. Like, I feel like that game is almost a layup for us to maybe on like Bozo Gaming or something for the roguelike series after Rogue Legacy to start a fresh file and try to take that to the end. Because I don't know what happens.
I don't know what happens at the end of that game either. And it is like a almost story game because there's a lot more character dialogue than like a regular roguelike.
With every run, it you get like progression basically. It's a roguelite essentially. But instead of like you getting like better stats that help you like in future runs or better characters or something, and you have like that sort of progression, it's like you die and then the narrator of the game basically is just like, welcome back, idiot, here's the thing. And then you have like little cards, like you play cards in the game basically that are like animals that like attack for you, right? But some of them have personalities and talk to you.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then eventually you start finding some in like the room you're stuck in.
There's puzzles, there's other stuff to unlock. Like literally the game, you can, during your map session where you choose the route that you can go, you can just get up and it's a point and click adventure. It's locked to one room, but like that's the gameplay style. Like you click, you turn around, you can interact with stuff. Even in our Let's Play, like we did like 2 episodes, I think. We still couldn't figure out what.
We did 1 episode and we fucked up one of the mics wasn't turned on. So then we ended up the next day just recording another one.
We did 2 recording sessions, all right?
So
maybe one of them.
We definitely knew what we were doing going into the actual video that you guys have seen. Is up now as of recording this, and this is coming out in 2 days. So But yeah, that game is definitely built for like a series for us to make. So who knows? Maybe we'll do that in the future. Maybe after Rogue Legacy? I don't know.
And slowly more and more horror games are getting released and added on to our roster for the spooky month.
Right after Inscription, we went to like a very, very familiar to Inscription. We went to Buckshot.
Oh, yeah.
Which is coming out today, actually.
Oh!
That game is essentially you versus the dealer, and you have to try to like... Basically, that it's like Russian roulette, but with a shotgun.
Yeah, it's Russian roulette, but you have to shoot yourself multiple times to die, and then they add a bunch of items. So it's kind of a mix of you trying to either, classically predict if you want it, but instead of just shooting yourself, you also have the option to shoot someone else. So it's kind of an interesting concept. If you shoot someone else, that's it. You end your turn.
Yeah, but if you shoot yourself,
you can go again.
Yeah.
So if you think like, oh, I think this round's a blank one and the next one will kill him, you shoot yourself first and then you shoot them.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of items, especially, there's a base mode, which is pretty easy, but then there's like the actual mode where it's like you got a shit ton of items and you and this random guy in the top of a warehouse nightclub, which has some pretty fucking banging music.
It's bumping in there.
You're just playing 1v1 to the death. And it's pretty sick. It's like a game of, it's like a logic game basically. You're trying to outsmart this CPU basically dealer. That game was a trip. I wish I was. The nightclub kind of reminded me of the Boiler Room. I don't know if you know what the Boiler Room is. It's essentially very similar to that aesthetic where you're literally in. It's a warehouse that's like multiple floors and it's very like tight basically.
Yeah.
And they have like DJ sets in this place. and they just fucking it goes off.
It goes crazy.
It's always recorded and put on YouTube and stuff. Like if a DJ starts getting famous, it's like, okay, when's their boiler room set? That's when they go the hardest because they know it could go. They know that gig is gonna go like viral on the internet, and their set is gonna be recorded and possibly make a ton of money or whatever.
Dan's in the know about nightclubs, I guess.
I am in the know about nightclubs. I need to address the calendar actually because I actually don't remember what the next one was.
Yeah.
This Friday,
the
next horror game on our list from this month is Fears to Fathom. Barkwood, I think it was called. I can't remember what the thing was, but
that one fucking. It's not the one that our coworker suggested.
Yeah. No. This is the one with the Firewatch.
Oh. Yeah. That one's definitely pretty interesting. I think it'll be a good watch for sure.
Yeah.
The ambiance I think is pretty good in that one.
Oh, we got so creeped out in that one because we were randomly so on edge that day for that one. But literally it's the one with the clip that like Queso and them have.
Yeah,
like
I guess
plays,
I haven't heard of the game myself, but I guess there's some popular clips about people.
Yeah, I didn't know that the
game
was that game until we got to the point where the clip is from. It's basically like you're on a Firewatch tower in the middle of a forest, right? And there's like some sus shit going on that like everyone's alluding to, like the fucking park ranger.
Everyone acts weird in that game.
Also, the random NPCs will jump scare you because you'll like open a door and be like, "Oh, there's no one here," and then you'll turn around and a guy will just run into the door and then be like, "Hey, good to see you." But by that point, you're already scared.
The thing that really makes it scary, at least for me, like that adds to it, is regardless of whether they're friendly or not, they start as just like a black silhouette, and then it slowly fades in. So you just see like a fucking figure in there, and then it's eventually like, "Oh, sweet little grandma, hello, boy."
Also, the graphics are like that, like weird flat pixelation sort of thing, sort of like a PS1 Harry Potter sort of vibe, and it just makes the NPCs just twice as creepy whenever they roll up on you, you know. But the clip that goes around that everyone's seen probably by this point is you're at the top of the Firewatch tower and you're looking at they're looking through a camera lens and you're like spying on this cult that's basically doing like a sacrifice or ritual or something. And you have a friend who's in a different Firewatch tower that you can see from your tower. And he doesn't believe you that there's like the cult or whatever. So for some reason, you're trying to take a picture of this ritual happening. And as soon as you take the picture, it's like, fuck, the flash was on. And all the cultists that are doing the ritual just turn and stare at you. And then they start running at you. And then you're like, fuck, what do I do? Like, this, and then, oh, dude, it's so good.
We should probably we'll do. I think like going a little bit into what each game has is fine.
Light
but let's,
spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers.
Nothing too crazy.
More
We're not
so
going to go
just
into
like,
the deep scares. Or
anything.
anything.
More so just giving you like, oh, that game sounds interesting. Maybe watch that one.
Maybe subscribe and tune in to the
around.
channel to see all these videos drop in the month of October.
We have so many horror games.
Yeah.
What's the next one on the
next on the list?
Schmicking calendar.
Oh, we should also mention that we're recording our series of Poppy's Playtime.
Oh yeah. That one's pretty. I know nothing
Neither
about Poppy's Playtime.
Yeah.
I know it's a really big franchise. Like it started to come out basically around the time that like the Five Nights at Freddy's hype was starting to kind of wear down, and it was like, whoa, it's like 3D. I don't know if it came up before or after Bendy and the Ink Machine, but it's kind of like that type of vibe.
I want to say after, but I don't know.
But we, as of recording this, we've only played Chapter 1. Very, very short, very sweet.
That's the only one I've played. I think back in the day when I was streaming, I did a video idea that was like, I give chat $100 or whatever, and I have to like they vote on what Steam games I buy essentially, and then I do a whole stream where I play them all, like a separate stream. And Poppy's Playtime was one of them, and they know I hate horror games. I fucking hate horror games. So I played through it, and there's one scare in there that gets you, but we don't know what Chapter 2, 3, or 4 are going to look like.
I have no idea what all that stuff is. I know there's more characters. There's definitely more stuff to do.
Yeah.
But that's it. I just know there's more.
I'm actually excited to play those ones because I feel like that one's like one of those horror games that actually has some sort of gameplay. There's like puzzle solving elements and story, or I guess like loose lore.
Yeah. Another thing we're going to be recording, I think we're going to start recording this week, the 10th. Little Nightmares 3, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, October 10th it comes out. I don't know if we're going to put it on the main channel.
Probably,
or
I guess,
Bozo Gaming.
we could do Bozo Gaming.
Yeah, I think it makes more sense there.
That will be, I'm pretty excited for that because I've liked the aesthetic. Like I've watched Little Nightmares 1 and 2, and those ones I think are fun. I don't know why they're doing the third one as a co-op game. Maybe you can play it single player, but I think that's a fun concept.
Oh, in the spirit of Halloween.
It makes sense. We do a bunch of co-op videos or videos together, even the game's not co-op, so might as well play spooky co-op popular game.
Yeah, I think that'll be our Bozo Gaming spooky series because me and Nathan have our own series on those of just like personal games we want to play.
Yeah.
Nathan's making his way through Pikmin 4.
Oh, it's a slog. We're almost there. I
feel like it's a slog, but like you're like, I love Pikmin.
I love Pikmin. I thought we were there, and we're not. Yeah. We're not anywhere near
Pikmin
there.
4 notoriously has a fake credit sequence and then opens back up. So
he like he reverse gaslit me. I gaslit him
into saying like, no, it's over. No, you're done. No, that's the game. That's it. It's over.
Well, because it started out with me being like, damn, saying we're done. I'm like, dude, there's so many slots. And I'm like, no, we're not fucking done. And then the credits started playing, and in my head, I'm like, maybe there's just a bunch of fucking post-credit gameplay, and they just like they end the game early, but you can keep playing.
I'm not gonna lie, I was coming up with some good like coverage because he was like, dude, there's no way that's it. Look at the treasures, and I was like, oh, there's like a special bonus mode where you like play as Olimar and you get those. That's worth it. That's what's missing.
No,
which is not a lie.
It's not a lie.
The Olimar special mode does not.
I just want to eventually fucking. But I get like halfway through the credits, like the end credits, and then fucking Louis walks on screen. I'm like, fucking Louis? Where the fuck is Louis coming?
And then I couldn't help it. I was just like, yeah, what's Louis doing there?
So stupid. That's not a horror game, but God, it should be.
No, but should be. I mean, Pikmin 2 was a horror game, borderline at some point.
No, that shit scares you. You're gonna shit your pants sometimes.
Yeah, and then on the flip side of Bozo Gaming, we beat Chrono Trigger.
We did our first full fucking our first full completed game.
For Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong
Bonanza.
We took a pause.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll come back to it when the Rogue, or maybe do like a one-off episode of the roguelike that they're doing, because
the Emerald Isle,
Emerald Rush, which is literally just a roguelike. I don't know if you noticed, if you looked up anything about it.
It's just it's like you're working for Void Kong and you're trying to like collect as much green emeralds.
But every time you do it, when you level up or something, you get a choice between 3 randomized upgrades, and then you reset your run. I think it's like a high score island.
I'm not gonna lie, I just watched the Donkey video where he was just like, this game was fucking sick, and he was just pogging. How did I know it was a roguelike?
I didn't even know. I didn't know it's out already. Is it
already
out?
A demo.
I think it's just a demo. Yeah, when the full one comes out, I'm pretty sure from what I've heard, I've seen like a clip or two. It's gonna have like roguelike elements where you can choose different upgrades, and I think you can stack like a shit ton, like a lot of different like elements.
Do you always like roguelikes where they like make you feel like insanely powerful? That shit's awesome.
What's the next freaking game that we played, or that's gonna be released? Let them know the lineup.
This is the one that our coworker recommended to us. It's another one like Fears to Fathom is a part of like a multiple game set where like there's a bunch of different like episodes essentially, and it's just like a bunch of different loose stories. This is the same thing. It's called Summer of 58, and it's another group of games where they pull from Reddit stories or Reddit horror stories and then make a game out of it, basically.
This one fucking scared the shit out of me.
This one literally takes place in like one small building.
Yeah.
But they just pack so many like little things that like make you fucking twitch.
You're staying there for like multiple nights. There's a bunch of random like sounds, and then like it's very sparse with what they show you at first. And then at the end of it, they have like actual like full on things moving around on screen.
Yeah.
It's
a slow burn and it builds
for so long.
Yeah. And that was one of the ones that we had Nathan on the sticks.
One I definitely watched that one.
I think Nathan is better on the sticks because when I'm playing, I get scared, and then I just I like lock up a little bit, and I feel like you also lock up even when you're not playing.
I do like the opposite. Like I feel like I'm not like locked up. I'm either moving as far away as I can, or as dead on. Like I'm running towards it. Like I don't fucking care. I need to face this.
Yeah, like I'll do the same thing sometimes. Like I'll be like, fuck it, I'm sprinting at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or I'm like super freaked out. But either way, I think I talk less and I ball up because I'm like frightened. Yeah. But when Nathan's playing, he's a lot more chattery because he's like, I don't know what this fucking is. He's a much better reactor to scariness. And then I'm in the background behind him just poking and prodding, like just teasing him basically.
It's not fun.
And I don't get scared watching him play it. It's like when I'm in control and I'm like, you know, I'm the one that has to trigger the jump scare is when I'm like, I get freaked out.
Your focus is shifted. You're like, you're not watching the horror game. You're watching me watch a horror game.
Well, I'm not focused on like what puzzle solving aspect do I have to do while this thing could scare me at any time. I'm more so just like, I can look at it from a third person point of view and be like, okay, so he needs to do that, but there's totally going to be a scare here. Like I can somewhat predict when I'm not having to pay attention to what I'm doing on the keyboard, you know? And then I just get to like be silly behind you being scared, which is really fun. I think Summer 58 was really good. There's like right at the climax of the game, there's one critical point where I broke the tension so hard, and I'm not going to spoil it, but it was literally like maybe it was like a 2-hour recording or something like that. It was long. It was a longer recording. Yeah. But it's just an hour of like him getting scared at little things and me giggling. And then we get to like the climax of the game where it gets like really scary. It's really spooky. And the final, like one of the final scares happens, and then we both scream, and then
I remember now.
I break the
Just
tension.
go on the next.
I break the tension with a perfect like timed joke.
Joke with like crazy quotation marks. Just go to the next.
Oh, it's so good. You gotta watch Summer 58. Oh my god. Should we mention the IRLs we're doing?
So we can mention some of the IRL stuff.
We did a lot of stuff this October that involve like cosplaying, like costumes,
things like that.
So if you are following the channel, you've already seen that Codenames has dropped, where we all dressed up as secret agents.
Yep. That was like a literally foot in the water, because it's just more like we're doing costumes, but like that's it.
It literally came out on the 1st of the month. It wasn't really Halloween themed. It's more so like we were in Target and we saw a bunch of board games. We're like, oh, that'd be fun to do. Let me just say, I might be the
shut up. Don't even talk about it. Next thing. You're going way too in depth on this.
They call me the #1 guesser in America.
You were so incredibly. Your logic was so bad.
I might be a genius.
I'm just saying.
You're gonna have to go watch the video and find out.
Yeah,
that's why you gotta give them a little taste. You know, we can't just brush on.
One word, Einstein. That's all I'm gonna say. Einstein.
That's me. I'm Einstein.
Oh yeah, there's something about Einstein in there. That's for sure.
And then of course this podcast is coming out this week. But then
Dude,
next
week that's gonna be fun.
Is a banger, absolute banger.
Funny.
Me and Nathan got a professional bartender, aka our friend Robin, aka Robin Addict, and she essentially made a drink without us in the room, you know, to show it off, like basically tell the viewer what goes into making this drink.
Yep.
Then Nathan and I, blindfolded, get brought into the room and have to taste test this drink without seeing it. We can't see what's in it, what color it is, or anything. We taste test it. Then I get brought out, Nathan gets brought on, he taste tests it. Then we get brought in with the drink hidden, and we have like a time limit to make the drink from scratch without knowing what the hell is in it.
Just based off of our taste, we have a few minutes to try to recreate whatever drink. We have no hints, but whatever drink we think it could be. We have all the ingredients in front of us. It's definitely. It was a pretty wild video. I think it was a close video too. So it was like that one. It was
a close competition for sure. It was also wild because we got drunk.
We got really drunk. So I don't think we actually included this in the video, but just so you know, before every round, we took a shot of a thing called the bartender's handshake.
Yeah, it's like a special liqueur that was like minty.
Yeah, it was like literally like if it was like a vodka Andes mint or something.
It was actually really good. I'm not gonna lie, like the liquor was really good.
But also we got really drunk by then because
it's strong.
We ended up doing 4. The video has 3, and then we did one video afterwards, a short. So we did 4 separate shots of this drink. So by the end of it, we were trash.
By the way, Tuesday night, like Tuesday, we have work the next morning.
We have work in the morning.
But yeah,
that one's really fun. Definitely, and I think the other IRL that we did, if we're just going to be going to the IRLs, Jumanji.
With Dr. Smolder Bravestone.
Shut up. That's his running bit for the entire time. He does not drop it.
So we didn't go Robin Williams. What the hell?
This is your code. Enter the code. Oh.
TJ. It said Terry.
Doxed.
What were we talking about? Oh yeah. So we took inspiration not from the original, but from the new movie where they jump into the video game. and Dr. Smolder Bravestone is Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
And I'm Kevin
and he
Hart.
dressed up as Kevin Hart.
I don't think any of us even throughout the entire video or now looked up what Kevin Hart's character's name is. We're just like, and Kevin Hart.
No, I looked it up because I was getting in character.
What's Kevin Hart's name?
I didn't look up Kevin Hart's name. I looked up The Rock's
that's
name.
what I was saying. Literally, that's what I was saying.
No, but I was saying I looked up my character's name to get in character.
And we all know your fucking character's name because you wouldn't stop saying it.
Smolder Bravestone.
Yes.
And then he mobs.
We get it.
Dr. Smolder.
Imagine every turn taking like 30 seconds up to be like, what
really
about
funny.
Dr. Smolder?
I was cracking up. It was good.
That one's a pretty funny video. I think it ends pretty funny too. Definitely look at that one. The board game is weird.
Yeah.
It's a weird board game.
It was fun. I mean, honestly, for what it was not bad.
Yeah, no,
I was enjoying it.
It was a good little one-off board game. Probably fun to bring out every once in a while. I think it works when you have a group like ours where everyone's fucking greedy as shit.
Oh my god, everyone was like basically just not metagaming, but like figuring out what it is they can do to fuck the other person over and make sure no one wins.
To give you like the skinny of like what makes the game fun is if you help someone else, then you also get to go a little bit farther with the entire group.
Like bonus bases.
But you can fuck up everyone's thing and potentially ruin and end the entire game so that way no one else gets points. If that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
So like that's the idea of the game, and towards the end, people start
So as you can imagine, with Noah and Seb in the mix, they were just like, "Oh, you're about to win? No, you're not."
And then
I'm just gonna throw.
I'm just gonna make
lose.
all the fucking game worse.
Like cool.
But that one's a funny video for sure.
And then, I guess we'll go back into. If we want to, do you want to keep the train of IRLs going?
We could do the last IRL.
Last IRL, we're doing a Halloween costume contest with some friends of ours in Austin.
We have a lot of different friends who do dressing up. I don't exactly know who we're going to be able to secure. We're still figuring that out right now.
Definitely going to be some really cool,
if you are watching this
cosplayers.
and you are a friend of ours and you like dressing up and maybe want like $100 or something, if you have a good costume,
winner's going to get money.
hit us up and we will let you know. But we're gonna do a little costume party, and then we're probably gonna have just hang out with people afterwards.
We're definitely gonna have some cool ass cosplayers come through because we know some
fucking goats.
hardcore cosplayers. So it's gonna be a good Halloween.
It'll give them a
costume
chance
contest.
to test run their Halloween stuff.
True, because we have to do it a little early before Halloween, so they can test run their Halloween costume, see if anyone likes it,
or just make a fuck ass costume if they want to be funny.
Yeah, and then if everyone's like, that ain't it, then they got to go back to the drawing board. And they have a week before Halloween to get a new costume. So that's the schedule for IRLs. We had a couple more ideas. Like there's a ghost town that we wanted to go to, but it's just far away. And me and Nathan honestly have been really fucking busy lately.
Very
extremely busy,
especially for spooky month.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Is this Arctic Eggs next, or what's something?
No, next is Anatomy. That was a weird one.
Oh yeah. That's the house one. Yeah,
no? we were like definitely way too scared for that one because it wasn't that bad.
That one's not that bad. It's definitely, I'd say, avant-garde horror.
It's definitely more of psychological.
I think it's literally like analyze what the author meant. With horror themes.
It's meant to make you anxious. Yeah, I think rather than jump scare. So if you don't like jump scares, that one might be one to watch.
Yeah, if you're spookish, that one definitely is just a lot of dialogue, a lot of like more imagery, than it is scares.
Also, like it's like to not spoil too much. It's one of those ones where it like makes you think like an Undertale situation where it fucks with your computer.
Oh,
it doesn't actually,
but
like
fuck with your computer. Yeah.
It crashes, and you're like, oh no, and then you reopen the game, and it's like
it's a whole new
different
shit.
And you're like, what the fuck is going on? It's one of those. And then after that, then we get to Arctic Eggs.
That one might be like, I'm not exactly sure the order. It could be number one, like top 3 of playing.
It was awesome. It's an awesome game.
Also, one that's like very, very subtle on the horror.
Definitely just not horror. I'll be honest.
Very ambient, very weird. So it's like if you want, it's like I wouldn't say like fucking Nightmare Before Christmas is horror, but it's definitely like if there were to be a season to put it into, it's a spooky season.
It's definitely a spooky season vibe game.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest, I was like, we were looking for horror games at this point. We were running low on our list, and I saw that Swagger Souls had played it, and I looked up the first 5 seconds, and I went, oh, this is a horror game, and I closed it and I didn't watch it. And then when we
Have
actually
you
played
played
the
it?
game, I was like, oh, this is just like a fun little
No,
cooking game.
that's a fun fucking game. Honestly, play it yourself.
It is
too.
really awesome and really interesting
Yeah.
though. I'll be
Good
honest.
good game.
It has
job,
great
game
world
devs.
building.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's fun just to fuck around with it. It's more, it's like heavily gameplay. Like most horror games, tends to just be walking around. That's like 99% gameplay and then some walking around dialogue. It's pretty gameplay heavy.
Like essentially it's called Arctic eggs, and you're trying to like fry eggs on a pan, but the controls is like when you move your mouse, it tilts the pan, and they'll start throwing like different sort of obstacles and stuff. Like it won't just be eggs in your pan. Sometimes it'll be like there's a fish and he bounces around, like a puffer fish or something. He bounces around. You have to try to keep him in the pan and cook him.
No, yeah, definitely watch that one. There's a lot of fun mechanics. It's a lot of fun dialogue too. And it's a short, sweet game, so it should turn out pretty good.
Definitely one of our favorites, I think, for this month.
Oh yeah, that was just a good one
100%.
entirely.
Just fun, wholehearted fun. Then we come to probably the shortest game we played.
Oh, is this the gas station one?
Yeah, the gas station one. I think what were we doing that day? We were doing something. We were like, what's the quickest horror game we could find? Like we were busy after shooting.
I'm not gonna say almost anything about this game other than Dan broke the ending.
Yeah, I did.
So watch that video just to see how Dan fucked up the ending.
I'm too cautious where I just straight up ruined the final scare, and we were just like, oh, cool. Awesome.
No, it's actually really cool. You should watch it.
It's great. It's gonna be a great video. Me and Nathan were so overly like. Some of these were like.
A lot of it's just
we're
getting
so
in our own
underprepared,
head.
and some of these were like way too cautious. You know what I mean? Like Summer of 58, we were like, oh, this is fine, whatever. And then we ended up getting really scared a lot. And then like something like this, we were like, oh my god, I'm scared of everything. And then we were like, oh, that was nothing. So like a lot of this month is just us going back and forth from being like completely overwhelmed for an underwhelming game or underwhelmed for an overwhelming game, if that makes sense.
No, it'll be it. I'm excited to see how all these videos come out. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good spooky month.
But yeah, we've literally recorded the month is just starting basically, and we already have all of our game planned.
Yeah,
which is kind of funny.
This week we are literally recording the second week of November's one-offs.
Mm-hmm.
We are so far ahead.
Oh yeah.
Which reminds me, we are going to be scaling back a little bit. I think in the interest of diving more into short form and saving a little bit of money, because we do pay a lot to our beautiful employees, we're probably going to be scaling back to only 2 videos a week.
And just focusing more, making better videos.
Yeah, better videos and more shorts-oriented, like basically content strategy.
Yeah, we're going to be making some like short videos that are dedicated to shorts. Like we are going to be full on filming based around shorts, vertical videos.
Yeah.
So that we're testing that to see how we could do that way. You know, who's to say?
Yeah, I think overall in terms of like our mental health, it's probably going to be better because we're pulling back. Our wallets are going to be fatter because we're going to be saving more money.
To give like an idea of like what our schedule right now is, Monday through Thursday, we basically have been working from like 9 a.m. to like 11 p.m. And then Fridays, it depends on what we have. We usually film one thing on the weekend.
Yeah, it depends how long the recordings are, because some of like these horror one-offs have been like 2 hours because we're trying to fit like a semi, I guess, medium length horror game into like one-off. So it's like some nights we're recording till like 10, 11, like you said, and obviously we're going to work during the day, and we don't really do much on the weekends except for like an IRL here and there when it's like a bigger shoot.
But you know, like we're probably like counting work, like our schedules are probably like 60 hours of dedicated time to like not ourselves at the very least.
We've been going like basically 2 recordings a day after, and then like we'd be behind on IRL sometimes, so then we'd record like
an extra few
like
here
this
and there,
week is an example. Today is Monday. We recorded Crushers and we recorded this.
Yep.
And then tomorrow we're going to do 2 more recordings. Wednesday we're going to do 2 more recordings. And then Thursday we're going to do 2 more recordings. And normally that would be the end of the week, but we have to fit an IRL since we're behind 1 week, and this is the one from last week technically, even though it's coming out this week. And then on Friday we'll do 1 final recording of another like IRL slot video. So it's just like
lots of recording.
We've been doing Monday through Friday recordings essentially, which it is fine. It's not a big deal. But it's like it's just something that if we were doing this full time, we would knock out in like 2 days.
Oh yeah,
You know
it's
what I mean?
just because we have other full-time job on top of this.
Yeah.
So
It's a
and we
lot.
have other things that we're trying to do. So like you're trying to do more like Dan Corona stuff.
And you're doing
I am. If we're talking about horror shit, I am doing daily horror videos on a channel called Nate Plays Horror. Ooh.
Nathan Plays Bad is expanding the Nate Plays Bad channels to Nate Plays Horror, where he's doing daily short horror game uploads.
And
for October.
already, the third video release or second video release, 45 views.
I did see that.
And one guy commented like, "Oh my god, you're so good. How do you have no subscribers?" And I was
I love those comments because it's like, it's like motivation. It fuels the fire,
like,
but then you're just like,
"Thank you."
fuck, I do need more viewers.
So that one I'm planning to upload every day up for October, seeing where it's at, and then honestly, like, if it seems at all to be doing well, like if every video by the end of it averages 45 views, fuck it, I'll just keep making
you
them.
can continue to do, and you do like once a week or something like that.
Yeah.
But
I mean that seems like it's just a fun experimental channel that I want to try out because I think horror games tend to do pretty good on the internet, which also is probably part of the reason why we're doing a lot of fucking horror because I think we should be. I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
I mean, in the spirit of uploading more, I'm finally after a whole summer of not doing it because I was getting distracted by other videos. I'm finally doing my I played 7 rage games you never heard of. And this week I'm cutting down basically all the individual games live streams into like live cut-ups, and I'm putting them on my second channel. And one of them actually has like 600 views right now.
Easy.
Which is pretty cool. And that channel's monetized. So if it's basically like a shitpost live stream cut-up channel, and if any of them get like a shit ton of views randomly,
so you're doing
monetized.
one video with all 7, and then you have like the individual playthroughs all being posted as their own thing.
Which some of them are not even like I didn't even beat the game.
Yeah.
Like White Knuckles is a really hard game. I did not beat that. And the VR one is fucking brutal. So I definitely didn't beat that. But the goal is to live stream the 7 rage games, make live cut-ups that all go on the second channel, then use those live cut-ups to write the script, which will basically be like an interweaving of me explaining like my first playthrough, like the gimmick, the control scheme and the level design, and then integrating the speedrun footage and like intertwining that, and then doing that for all 7 games until I have a full 7-game video, which I think is going to be a pretty solid video. It's going to be very fast-paced,
pretty
cool.
freaking epic. Do you have like a estimate yet, or is it too early on?
I think I should be finishing the edits this week. I still have to live stream the last game because it's Baby Steps by Bennett Foddy, which just came out in the end of September. And
New Foddy game?
Yeah.
The Foddy? The Foddy made the game.
The genre, yeah. So I got to do that, and then probably this weekend I will write it, and I already have all the footage edited, and it's already cut down. So it's just like write it, voice over it, plug and play the footage. Maybe it comes out next week. I'm taking next week
$1 billion.
off from work, so I'll have a lot of time to work on it.
Well, subscribe to Dan Corona.
Yeah, Dan Corona's on the rise. That definitely the part of the pullback on Bozo stuff is so I can pump out some more main channel videos coming into the end of the year, where December ad revenue is fucking juicy, or so I've heard. I've never made money on YouTube.
I don't know.
But in an effort to make this full time, I'm gonna try to pump out Dan Corona videos because those are the ones that are actually out of everything, all the content we've made, those are the ones that have hit algorithm the most, and my channel is kind of slowly the average views are going up. So I feel like if I pump out some real good shit coming into the end, I could
get some big hits.
Yeah, have one that hopefully YouTube favors my channel and just pushes into the algorithm, maybe gets a bunch of views. And
basically, all to be said, Bozo Show will have 2 less uploads a week. The other 2 should hopefully be better quality, and then we are still posting to Bozo Gaming. We're still posting to Mega Game Crushers, which is horror themed right now. So Mega Grave Crushers.
That's true.
Yes.
We haven't even talked about
special intro for those ones. And then we're still Dan will be uploading more to his channel, and I'm doing daily stuff on my channel. So realistically, technically, probably the same amount, if not more content,
and more
now.
higher quality content. Really.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, also, yeah, we're playing Mega Grave Crushers.
Yeah, Mega Grave Crushers has gotten a new intro for October. And I think the other boys are playing like Roblox horror stuff.
Yeah.
They're really trying to like view max with like this younger generation type shit. We are just playing all the Five Nights at Freddy's games over the course of October.
We're speed running. Every episode, we try to get through as far as we can in each Five Nights at Freddy's game.
So far, not so good. Have not made it past. It's me playing who's never played any of these games. Like I was saying, like my vision of Five Nights at Freddy's is like the fun MatPat lore videos and the movie, which is like none of it's really scary. It's all sort of just like lighthearted, you know. And maybe I watched the first Markiplier Let's Play. Of the
Is that the point of 87?
Not that part. He didn't get that far.
No, he didn't get that far in the first one. That's like lore deep. But yeah.
But like playing the games, I'm like, man, how did this become famous? It's like, what the fuck?
It's... Especially the first like two are pretty rough. I think the first one especially, it's literally just like when you scroll, like when you turn the camera, it's just a PNG with a curve.
It's like curved.
It's just a curved PNG.
Oh, it's so rough.
It's interesting. It's fun for sure. But
I will say the first and the second one are way scarier than the third. The third was like fucking nothing.
Oh yeah, the third one is just confusing.
Dude, every scare, the guy just walks up to you and he doesn't even make a scary noise. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Also, you can barely see him on the cameras. All you're supposed to do is spam audio to keep him fucking running away from you. And you can't, if you can't see him, how are you supposed to know him? And he only comes to the audio that plays in a room adjacent to him. So it's just like, this is dumb.
So Dan's having a great time. Make sure to check those episodes out if you're interested. All right, Dan gets very stressed. If you want to see that, yeah, get a look.
I will say though, I haven't, from the amount of horror games I've played at this point in my life, I have not really been impressed. Like, I haven't been really, truly scared.
Spooked by a game?
Yeah, I think the most I've ever gotten scared is Visage. It's one of those ones where, like, it's just creepy and scary and spooky the whole time, and you have, like, a sanity sort of, like, mechanic where you have to pop pills to, like, stay sane, and the lower that goes down, the more just fuck shit happens. And I think I made it to this room that was, like, just a void basically, and it's filled with just mirrors that are in a circle. And I'm going around and I'm like, do I get into the circle? What do I do? One of the mirrors cracks, lands on you and like drops you down a pit, and that scared the fuck out of me because there was also like a ghost in the thing that like did a little tiny scream. And, oh my god, it freaked me out. I think there's a clip of it somewhere, but yeah, so far horror games not so good, but I'm sure there's a bunch of like the shorter indie ones that have like very dedicated payoffs. Better,
I think it's just like with movies and stuff, it's a lot more like thinking and like that like mind space. I think with games, it's almost, I think it's harder to get something like where you're gonna get like a nightmare. I think the only way you could have a game like that is like it has to be like a really long. I don't know. Does that make sense? I feel like when you're actually playing a game and your hands are in it, especially if it's a game where you can die and have to restart, I think parts of that makes it more like adrenaline versus like long-term psychological damage.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. I mean, I think of something like Outlast. I feel like I've never played it, but I feel like that's probably like that's probably peak horror game. It's a long story-based like puzzle horror game.
Fully immerse yourself in the game.
But it's kind of just like you die and then you respawn and you do it again. So it's like, is it really that scary if there's not really that big of a consequence to dying?
I definitely think there are some advantages to a movie because that can let a person get way more scared. Yeah. Because it's literally like you're putting someone on train tracks, and unlike a game where that feels sucky and boring, even for like a horror game, in a movie that's always expected, that you're just taking where the story leads you.
Yeah, it's also, a movie's more like, in a game you're in control, right? Yeah, that's like, even if its scares are pre-planned or whatever, it's like, if it's a game like Outlast, and you like, I don't know, because I've just been around the block when it comes to playing video games, I feel like there's certain sections where I'd be like, I probably need to use this table to jump into this vent later on to escape the monster. And then sure enough, I walk into the room, the monster starts chasing me, and I'm like, okay, I know exactly where I need to go. So it's like, the moment of panic is kind of like pre-read when I'm already I already know, I can already predict the situation that's going to happen.
Games definitely have to be like tailored to like a wide audience for the most part for a horror game to actually be like fun to play versus just like experience.
Whereas like a movie, it's like
you can make it as complicated fuck ass as you want.
You can make any twist and turn you want, and the audience will never know.
Yeah,
and that's why I think like something like Until Dawn is like underrated for a horror game because it's basically just a playable movie, and like the adrenaline is there to hit the button, but what if you get so focused on hitting the button that then the jump scare just fucks you up because you if it's like it's all reliant on like a misinput QuickTime event.
Yeah, like
you're so scared, you're so adrenaline rush, you twitch, miss the button, and then all of a sudden the fucking Wendigo just like scares the shit out of you. Like that's probably like peak horror game.
Yeah.
The problem is like now that genre is sort of like established and people know it, I feel like it loses its allure. Whereas like Until Dawn was the first one that like really hit, and that one was like a super creepy vibe. Like I think that one was peak.
But I mean, shit. Fucking spooky month, guys. I'm loving it. I love playing. I'm not great at it, and I definitely get scared at shit, but I love horror in general. I'm like, I fucking listen to SCP videos.
Yeah.
I'm old school creepypasta.
Oh, dude. Speaking of SCP, I want to talk about another game that was in the 7 games I played that is like sort of horror adjacent. It's definitely creepy, and it's SCP pilled. It's White Knuckle, which is like, it's basically a roguelike. We could probably play it for the channel, honestly. I'm not even going to lie. It's pretty fire. It's a roguelike climbing game. So you have like hands that you have to like basically put the crosshair on the holds, and then like left click is your left hand and right click is your right hand. So it's super awkward to control because you also have inventory that you have to like keep holding click, hit your inventory, and then manage, and then like do inventory stuff with your left hand. Then like this hand's running out of stamina, so you have to switch hands, do inventory stuff that only your right hand can do, and it's like it's literally finicky.
Stressful, fucking
and
heart
all
racing.
This is happening while like basically this like SCP that is like it's just a goo basically that's rising with a bunch of faces and like monsters in it. So you're trying to climb out of this facility.
I knew it was like a climbing game. I thought it was like lava or I don't know. It's fucking like SCPs chasing you down like a monster.
It's a cesspool of just like creepy faces and shit like that. Like it's super, and it makes like this fucking noise, and the music and the sound effects are so like creepy. It's meant to. It's the most stressful game I've ever played. I'm not even gonna lie. Like more than any horror game. It's so stressful.
Well, shit. Maybe we will play that one just for fun, even after Spooky Month, because I think we filled our Spooky Month slots.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you know, Spooky Month may linger into November. Who knows?
To say
at this point, it's not because we played literally like Lego Party.
Yeah, we did.
So it's like
no, it's fine. White Knuckle, I feel like I didn't even realize an SCP game. People who don't know it probably just know it as like a Fadian game, like a hard Fadian.
Well, I know there's other monsters in the game.
We played this Fadian horror game,
so I don't know. They just released a new map, like a new DLC.
Sick.
So it's regularly the developer's still giving it attention, which is nice. I think my goal after like making the final video is to take the ones that were actually good, and if I didn't beat them like in the video, like just make a full video on them later.
Yeah, just like a White Knuckle full let's play or something like. I beat White Knuckle. Here's what I learned, or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that.
Like more in the voiceover style, because that game is like, oh my god, that game's fucking raw. It's so good. And then I think I might like do a video where I try to persevere and beat the VR getting over it game, because that game is a fucking piece of work.
I feel like that could just be funny in general too, just like cutting the clips of you with the VR headset on.
Well, I think my goal for that video is I kind of shit on it in the initial review because it's kind of janky and like the map design is really bad. You kind of every fall basically if you don't grab onto something, you get full reset, like hard reset. It's not like good Fadi map design where it snakes back and forth and you can like, you know, not fall all the way down.
Set stages like learning periods, just grind all the way to the top.
Well, it is kind of like sort of like staircase and snaky, but because it's in 3D, if you don't fall front or back, you fall left or right, you just miss everything and you go off the edge.
It's 3D, but they don't have like full.
Yeah, it doesn't spiral. It just goes back and forth like a normal map. So it's kind of shitty. But I was getting better at it throughout the session, and after watching like the speedruns, I'm like, maybe there's some tech I can learn here and do better. We do have 2 more horror games we didn't talk about.
Yeah, let's talk about these 2 horror games.
One of them is No, I'm Not Human.
Dude,
which
that
is very
one was
popular right now.
That one was a wild ride that I didn't expect. We got pretty far. So the game's like on average like a 3-hour game, like hour like loop
Like-
to do
like
the
run,
whole shot
yeah.
through. I think we got to like 2 or 3 nights realistically before we would have beaten the game.
Yeah,
so,
we definitely like completely blind. We're just playing it really smart. Like just process of elimination. We're just like getting shit
Yeah.
right. It's basically like there's a basically like zombies, but they're not zombies. They're like human like creatures that act like humans or mostly human, but they have like significant features like white teeth or dirty fingernails that like differentiate them from real humans. But normal humans, some of them have white teeth and some of them have dirty fingernails.
Yeah.
So you need to like use all this information and with like news reports and like just word of mouth from people, because a bunch of people just come to your door essentially. The gameplay is you looking through the people and allowing people into your house or not allowing people into your house, because the goal is to not be alone essentially. You want to have people staying with you. You just want to make sure those people are real humans
and not monsters.
And not monsters.
It's a crazy game. Literally, that one I feel like everyone should. That might be another top 3 contender.
Oh, 100%. I mean,
It's just
I
such
think
a
the game
fun,
is just
weird
good,
story. Yeah,
and we just were good at it for some reason. Yeah.
So definitely freaking watch that one. I'm guessing a longer video too. It's just weird. There's a lot of different dynamics.
The art style is really
the art style is pretty
creepy.
funny.
Yeah,
and
and
cool.
the
Or not
people
funny,
are all
but cool.
wacky and weird, and it's just like some people are just like the weirdest people you've ever met, but they're normal humans.
They're
So you're
normal.
like, okay, let them into your
They
home.
definitely throw them out. They definitely throw you off a little bit. And then
Yeah.
what's the last?
The
last
last
one?
one is mouthwashing.
That one, it was okay. I don't think Dan's heard about it. It was like huge. Like it had a very cult following when it first came out. Like I've seen a lot of animations. Like I think that's the side of the internet that it really got into. People who like doing art and
Yeah.
stuff like that really attached onto that game. And it was a fucking wild ride. Like I think that might be the weirdest horror game that we played by far.
It's one of those ones where it's like
Extremely storytelling.
Yeah, it's very story based. You're trying to make sense of it as it goes on.
It's non-linear in like its storytelling.
And it hides details from you in clever ways where it's like once you get to the end, it just devolves into chaos and you're like, what the fuck is going on? And then like the ending hits and you're like, oh my God, this is what happened. This is what was going on the whole time. No freaking way.
Yeah.
It really fucks
Definitely
with your head.
super worth watching. The story in that's pretty fun. The characters are really funny. Like it's just really well written.
Oh,
like
yeah.
the dialogue exchanges are pretty funny.
We were putting on accents for everybody, and I made this one guy Southern, and then I thought it was 2 guys and 2 girls. But apparently the one
It's just
dude
one
was just
girl,
this young
yeah.
guy with long hair.
He just has a scrawny little voice the entire time.
So I gave him like a, oh, hello, I'm this guy. And then like halfway through we were like, oh, that's a dude.
And it's like,
so then I was like,
"Ah!"
all right, this dude just has a really high pitched
Yeah,
voice.
that's okay.
Sounds like Mickey Mouse.
And that's our fucking lineup. Dude, watch all those things.
Yeah. That's
And-
your Bozo quarterly update.
And I think
Like we're a business.
I will play D&D now and do some October themed activities.
I doubt you guys can hear it, but there are a lot of people downstairs
Yes.
chittering and chattering. So
patiently waiting for us to finish chitter-chattering to you guys about Spooky Month.
and we're close. We're pretty close, honestly. We got to 45 minutes. We went through the whole lineup. We talked about the Bozo scale back. We talked about our other channels that are booming. We talked about all the recordings we're doing.
And there's cookies waiting downstairs for us too. I didn't tell you.
Oh my God, I
they're
smell
making
it.
cookies.
That's
Yeah.
what that smell is.
Pumpkin cookies.
Pumpkin cookies.
Yes, for us.
Oh my God. What are we gonna eat? What am I gonna eat for dinner?
Pumpkin cookies.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna pumpkin cookies. Well, thanks for
Shit.
watching. Happy Halloween, happy October, happy Spooky Month. And we'll see you on the next podcast, whatever that is. I don't
Yes,
know.
thank you guys for watching.
Subscribe and check out all the fucking horror
all
videos.
the
They're gonna
things.
be
It's
awesome.
all
I
in the
promise.
description.
Spooky Month's
Look
awesome.
at those things.
Bye.
Bye.